Well, a downtown Parkersburg business is warning others to double-check their inboxes after being targeted by an online scammer. Our Gavin Carrig has the story of how the owner spotted the red flags and how other local shops can protect themselves.
Online scammers will target almost anyone, including local businesses. Jimmy Avocados in downtown Parkersburg recently took to Facebook to share their experience with a recent scammer. The restaurant received an email pretending to be from the Ohio University Bobcats football program, offering a vendor spot at Peton Stadium for $500.
After I replied and I reread it, I was like, it sounds a little too well structured, and I checked the email and it was a Yahoo account, and no reputable school is going to use Gmail's, Yahoo's, not use the school email account for that kind of communication.
Carano immediately reached out to the university, confirming the offer was entirely fake, and for local businesses, avoiding these traps could go a long way.
$500 is $500, you know, especially when you're a local business trying to make food costs. That could be the difference between, you know, we're out this week or, you know, a make it or break it kind of scenario. So
Carano says regardless of the offer, the safest move is always to verify first.
And I mean, you know, we've experienced our share just in the Mid-Ohio Valley. I think last year it was the bridge partners, people trying to take advantage of people for the tolls there, you know, and it's just, if you don't know, I mean, don't just assume. I guess if I had to give any advice, whether it be personal or business-wise, don't just assume, you know. I mean, you got to you verify that it's there, you know. That's really it.
Reporting in Parkersburg, Gavin Carrig, WTAP News.